Hi, I'm Perri and I'm a sophomore on the Columbia women's basketball team. I have 4 siblings, but I grew up as the oldest in my household along with my little brother LJ. I ended up taking care of my brother a lot, making sure he was on the bus, and I was also cyber schooled at the time, so I did most of the time in the house working at my own speed. My mom was always reading books to me as a little child, so I grew up loving school and just wanting to learn always. She was the biggest part of me, like trying to learn and like what I wanted to learn about as I was coming of age, like going into high school in my teenage years, I'd say. And she was an educator, that's why I talk the way that I talk, and I learned a lot through her and just being around her. She was my role model. My dad grew up on the east side of Buffalo. He was raised by his grandmother, my great-grandmother, and he was basically all by himself and just he pushed himself to be to where he is now, honestly, and he did it all on his own. And my dad ended up playing basketball at the University of Pittsburgh for 4 straight years, and then ended up going to play professional basketball overseas, mainly in Israel. And I just saw he had me 2004. And throughout that, it was basically just me and my mom when my dad was playing overseas. He didn't want to train me for me to he didn't really want to push basketball onto me, if that makes sense. And he didn't want me to just he didn't want to obsess over it with me because he knew that's something that he probably would have done if I was like a guy or something. So he just wanted me to fall in love with it myself. So we did a lot of obstacle courses back in our outdoor parking lot. And once I started loving it more in 5th grade, I ended up playing organized basketball and actually went on a team, and I was awful. And I was not good at all. I didn't know if I was on offense or defense at all. And we ended up just getting better and better, and by my 8th grade I started to really develop and actually fell in love with the game a lot more. I grew up in a white suburban community. I was maybe one of 2 black women and on an all 15 girl team in my high school, so I think I was a big minority in my high school, and knowing that, I just felt like I needed to end up embracing my culture and embracing myself as a strong, independent black woman, no matter where I was on or off the court. I had my school life where it was a whole completely different life of different people that I was never really around, and then my family life, which was basically all melanated people. And it was basically me going back and forth and just trying to drive that and keep my culture within. And I just wanted to make sure I got to my goals without being belittled about who I was as a person, and just making sure I can be outward and empower myself within as an individual and for my community as well. Columbia has definitely shaped me more into just how diverse it is and me being able to connect with different people. All the friends that I had, I've met through the orange basketball. That's basically it. So I think meeting new people in class that are all from all the way across the country, all over the world, from Hong Kong to Chicago to Florida, it's amazing how many people you can meet and who you can really connect with. And being on the basketball team where we have about 7 international students from Australia to England, which Susan's my roommate, just even connecting with her. Our season campaign with empowering the Harlem youth community, and then we went into Harlem Link Charter School and have been around the kids and taught them just inspiring excellence and just wanting them to look up to us and what we do and what we value as ourselves as individuals and collectively as a community as well. I've had someone actually write me a letter, and it was fully with the power buttons as well, and they were just I'm so excited. I was so excited to watch you play. I was so excited, I can't wait to be like you, and it was the cutest thing ever. The picture was adorable, so I had to get a picture with them. They were so cute.